Hello, lovers. Welcome back to the Delicious Podcast, where we are all about all things personal growth, self development, mindset, and becoming the best version of you. My name is Mrs. Choi Gochuku, your host. Please do well to like, follow us on our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and drop a comment below. Today, we'll be diving into something that we do every single day, and that is talking to yourself. That's right. We'll be exploring the power of self talk and internal dialogue, how it affects our identity, our confidence level, and our reality. Firstly, we are going to be looking at the keyword of our topic today, which is self talk and internal dialogue. These two words are similar and they have to do with having a voice inside your head or having a conversation or communicating with yourself, which can be silently done or spoken out loud. One thing about this voice is that it can be encouraging sometimes and it can be harsh or critic sometimes. And here is the point: you believe what you constantly hear, especially from yourself. Now, let's look at the different types of this self talk or internal dialogue. Firstly, we have the positive self talk. This one has to do with encouraging or motivational voicing, where you tell yourself positive things or push yourself to do things that you cannot do ordinarily. Then, the second type is the negative self talk or internal dialogue. In this place, you tell yourself limiting words, you tend to give yourself backwards or push yourself backwards. You tell yourself you cannot do this or I'm not good enough, just on the negative, limiting you on things that you may be able to do. Then the third type is the neutral, which is also known as the observational. Here you observe. You are not being encouraging or limiting yourself. You are just neutral, maybe checking yourself, or checking your day or your week or your month or your environment or anything. You're just on the neutral ground. Then the last type of this self-talk or internal dialogue is the instructional type. This has to do with a conversation on planning, or is very very helpful when you are about to take up a performance or you are about to do things. That's where you sit down, write down your plan and look out for how to achieve a set goal. So this part or this type of self-talk or dialogue is very very helpful when it comes to achieving a goal or task. Now to the main focus of our discussion today, which is the power of self-talk and internal dialogue, the impact. Studies have shown or proven that negative self-talk and internal dialogue has a way of increasing stress, anxiety, depression, and physical fatigue. Positive self-talk or internal dialogue, on the other hand, has a way of boosting our energy level, increasing our confidence level, improve performances, and increase our mental capacity. This entails that self-talk and internal dialogue has the power to either lift us up or limit us. So I want us to take this action as a mental programming that sets the tune for our day. Remember, we said earlier that we believe the words that we constantly hear, especially from ourselves. So we have to be mindful of the words we speak or the kind of conversation we have with ourselves. It is not what people say to you that affect you, but the words you believe and constantly keep speaking to yourself that affects you. Now, moving further on this segment, I would like to share a story with us. This podcast is all about life experiences that we can easily relate to with the motive of learning to become the best version of ourselves. All right, this is a story about a man who was born blind, and it happened at a certain age. He heard that there was going to be a crusade and a great minister was coming, and this great minister was known to perform lots of miracles. So this man prepared himself from house. He told himself, nothing will stop me from receiving my miracle. Today, I will meet with this man and he will touch me and I'll receive my sight. And just like this man was having his own plan, every other individual, knowing how great this minister was also preparing themselves to receive. They've told themselves that they are going home with their own blessing. So on the D-Day of the crusade, this blind man came out, maybe some help, people dropped him at that same spot, where he was, and everyone was pressing on to receive a touch from this great minister. So when this blind man heard that the minister was around, do you know what happened? This man started shouting, "Make una help me, oh! Make una help me, oh!" That was not it, oh. People started screaming, "Shut up!" They were trying to bring him down. Remember that this man has engaged in self-talk at home. He told himself that no matter what, he's going to receive his what? His healing. So he kept screaming. People started shouting, trying to make him keep quiet. But he insisted and kept screaming. Remember I said something earlier. I said, it is not what people say to you that affect you, but the words you accept and keep speaking to yourself that affect you. This man had a conviction that his voice must be heard and he will receive his sight. So he kept shouting. At a time, the minister got to know and heard him. He got the attention of the minister, and the minister went straight to him, laid hands on him, and he received his sight. All right, from the Bible scholars listening to me, you must have decoded that I was telling the story of the blind man. Yes, that is it. That man received his sight that same day because of a conviction. Also, through me, okay, in my own personal life, my own life experiences, I've also experienced this. Being an introvert, I've engaged in lots of self-talk and internal dialogue. And I would tell you that this action has lots of power in either lifting you up or limiting you. Now, I want to focus on people that find themselves always engaged in the negative self-talk or internal dialogue, because I know that everybody finds themselves engaged in these actions once or twice or at any time. So for you, and you find yourself that you're always engaged in the negative talk, there is a way to handle that. And there are steps I wrote down how to improve your internal dialogue. The first one is awareness. Awareness. You have to be more conscious of your words. Catch yourself in the act. Whenever you find yourself thinking on the negative, trying to belittle yourself, catch yourself and correct your words immediately. The second one is to reframe. And this means you have to turn all negative words you position or you set to yourself to the positive. You can turn your "I can't do this" to "I am learning to do this," or you can say "I'm working on it, I'm going to become better." All right. Then the third step is using affirmations wisely. You can stand up in the morning, you can look into the mirror and you will tell yourself, "I am beautiful, I am hardworking, I am rich, I am wealthy." And as you keep saying that to yourself, you will believe it. And whatever you believe is what becomes. All right. And then the last step, which is the fourth, is practice self-compassion and mindfulness. You have to practice self-compassion and mindfulness. When you realize that those negative words is something that you cannot tell someone that you love. You can't walk up to someone that you genuinely love in heart and tell that person that you are useless, or you cannot tell them those hurtful words. Then don't say that to yourself. Always challenge every negative thought that comes in mind. Still on this topic, the power of self-talk and internal dialogue, I'd like to give us some practical tools and exercise that can help us. And the first one is jotting down your thoughts. The second is mirror talk. And the third and the last is positive scripting before challenging situations. If you can put these three exercises into action, I believe that you'll be able to experience the power of self-talk and internal dialogue on the positive. And before we call it short, I have something written down that I want to read out to every one of us, and I believe that it can help us. And it is, your words have power, and the most important conversation you would ever have is the one with yourself. So start speaking life into your goals, your self-worth, and your future. Bear this in mind. Your words, your word. All right, family, this is the end of our talk for today. Please do well to like, and if you have any questions or you're seeking for clarity, more clarity on this topic, feel free to drop your questions on the comment section, and I promise a quick response to all your questions. Until next time, keep growing, keep becoming, and make sure to practice a new self-talk exercise. Love you. Bye.